Idly ho there, neighbors. I hope everyone's well. I have been a bit tired. You may have noticed I haven't posted anything in a while. I apologize again. My life is kind of a mess, and sometimes that means that I have long periods where I don't do things, and I apologize. Short rundown. My car died, and I've been looking for a new car. Work schedule has been kind of convoluted and unpleasant, I'm dealing, though. I'm trying to get along. I am working on the next Gazetteer review. I'm also looking at doing a review of a White Wolf product that a friend of mine sent me a message that I can't find the message now, asking me to do a review of it. I plan on doing a review because he seemed to think that he wanted to know more about it. So I'm going to look into it. It's the God Machine. And I seem to remember reading some of the stuff from it a while back. They had a different way of handling the morality than the standard World of Darkness. So, but I'll be looking at that. From my own gaming standpoint, I'm playing a lot of Dragon Age. I'm on my third playthrough, so there's that. I probably should put it aside for a while because it eats my brain and keeps me from doing stuff. Beyond that, playing some Hearthstone, and generally haven't had a lot of time to do much of anything else as far as gaming goes, which is a shame, really. But I've been in this kind of situation for about a year now, so I'm kind of used to it, unfortunately. Anyways, beyond that, I'm still making my moves and trying to do things. I've got some time off coming up later this month. I'm actually taking a whole week off, and I want to try and get some of my projects in a much more workable state. I'm going to be reworking my personal website. That's my major goal for that time period. Clean the mess that you see behind me. And repair my recording space in such a way that I get better sound quality. Because right now it produces a little bit of an echoey, tinny quality when I'm recording for voice acting attempts. So there's that. Beyond that, I've been making chainmail at work and doing a lot of artwork. I had entertained a silly notion of doing a webcomic, but I'm going to take my time to get it sort of right. So it may not be until 2016, or at least later this year anyway. But I've been working on drawing a lot of stuff in a more cartoony style so that I can, be ready to do that should the time come. My personal website is I'm going to do my own WordPress theme to sort of show that off. And once I get that done, I may make some more WordPress themes and put them up on the WordPress marketplace to see if people will buy them. Because why not? Beyond that, not much to report. Most of my TV shows have ended. I think the winner for finale of the year, as far as the superhero shows go, got to be The Flash. It was a really well executed episode. A really excellent wrap up, and it made me chomping at the bit for what's to come next. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm still watching iZombie, which is getting better and I liked it already. So that's cool. And I hear they already got a second season. Hannibal starts tonight, I guess. It may have started tonight. That gets a little convoluted. Anyways, I'm looking forward to watching that again. But for the most part, there haven't been a lot of shows I've been watching. Haven't been a lot of games I've been playing because I haven't had the chance lately. I did go see some movies. I saw San Andreas, which was the most disastery of disaster films. Don't get me wrong, I love disaster films. I have always had a place in my heart for disaster films. I think part of the reason I like them is because they are usually fairly wide ensemble cast, concentrating on the personal lives of people dealing with sort of events beyond their control. And that makes for some compelling stories. It's the ordinary guy in the extraordinary circumstance. And you go in knowing that not all of them are safe. Because, it's a disaster film. Some of these people are going to die. If you've watched enough of them, you've figured out which ones are going to die and which ones aren't. But it's still sort of it sets an overall story up, I guess. And I've always wanted to do a good disaster game session. A friend of mine ran a great session where we were all on a boat, and most of the session was us dealing with the fact that we were stuck in a storm. And I liked that session. It was a really good session. And I'd like to do something like that with a disaster. And the PCs, to a certain extent, they don't have the power to stop what's happening, but they may have the power to save people, and may have the power to sort of reduce the problem a little. And I don't know. Anyways, I also watched Fury Road, which Fury Road is fascinating. George Miller's directing style he has a strong visual style, and you can tell. The world he created there was compelling and interesting. The philosophical underpinnings really went on multiple levels, and I liked that. Yes, there is a strong feminist message if you're looking for one in there. Because, most of the women in the movie are actually relatively badass. And in particular, Furiosa is amazing. I love her. I also love the fact that, she's missing an arm, but they never explain why, or actually really comment on it much at all. Which I like. I think is pretty awesome. I like the sort of odd nihilism to it. I like the strange cult that the War Boys had. It's, when the world is terrible and everybody's dying, the extreme is the normal. And that's definitely part of what makes post-apocalyptic things interesting. Also, I love his use of language, the sort of almost Shakespearean quality, the mythical quality that a number of the sort of stronger personalities in the movie had. I'll recommend it to anyone. I kind of want to go see it again because there's a lot still left to absorb. Visually it's overwhelming. But even beyond the visuals, there's a lot of interesting story elements, the sort of throwaway bits that have me going back to them and thinking, what was that about? Like one of the women that were taken or released, actually freed from Immortan Gem, keeps saying, sort of like she's narrating what's going on. She becomes a chorus by herself. And it was just off-putting enough to, and just noticeable enough to feel like it was a deliberate reference, but I didn't actually see what it was a deliberate pull towards. So it was a very strange sort of thing. I really enjoyed that movie. It is worth the hype that you've heard. Anyways, I'm at almost 11 minutes, so I'm going to call it here. I've been bad. I'm sorry. I'll try and be better. Talk to you later. Bye.